with another Sunflowers quilt. We're going to work on that today. We did one of the green ones, and now we're going to do yellow. And again, remember that this is 4 main ones. Let me see if I can show you all. So it is that. So there's 4 main blocks. They're pretty big blocks. And the pattern is free. So I'll have a link to it in the description for you to get. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make flying geese. So we're going to take this beautiful fabric. Maybe it'd be better if I showed it there like that. We're going to take that fabric and then just our plain white, and we're going to do some flying geese. I'm going to set the white aside, and I'm going to my fingers work today. Will my fingers work today? I am going to mark these. Okay, and then I'm going to grab a ruler. Is this one long enough? I think this one's long enough. Use that one. And I'm just going to mark them from corner to corner. So, all right, we have all of these marked, and all I did was just mark from one corner to the other. So we're going to take one of our white ones, and we're going to put it on here. So we have the one side done, so I'm going to go ahead and trim and press. All right, we've got them all pressed. Now I'm going to do the other side of our flying geese. So I'm going to take where it's corner to corner, and I'm going to lay it right sides together. Okay, I'm going to go trim that side and then we'll press them. All right, so there's our first set of flying geese. We have another set that we'll do here in a little bit as well, but there's our first set of flying geese. Okay, so then we're going to take 2 of them, I think. Let me look at the directions real quick. We're going to let's take the center for this one first. I gotta do this one. Okay, hang on. I got one more to do. Didn't see it laying there, so let's get this one done. So we got all of them done. Can't forget a flying geese. Whoa. Okay. There we go. So now we have 8. So I'm gonna grab, if I can get it out of there without moving everything else around. I'm gonna grab our center. This is gonna be our center. So I'm gonna grab our center. Trying to see if there's like an upright, like if the pattern is vertical or, and I don't think so. I don't think it's either way. So I'm going to grab 2 of the flying geese that we just did, and I'm going to put them on either end, just like that. One on either end. Can you see that through that? There you go. Yep. So we'll set this one aside for now, and get this one. I just want it to stay put for me. Okay. So let's get that sewn. I'm going to switch out my scissors. I couldn't find those the other day. Set them, they were buried underneath a couple projects. All right, so that side looks pretty good. Let's flip it around to the other side and then we'll press. So now I'm going to do the other side, opposite side. Okay. Make sure that our points look okay. They do. They look beautiful. Let's go ahead and press. Let's do the other side. Okay. So now we have that unit. Looks good. All right, so we've got this unit. Now I think we're going to add so I'm going to set this aside. I'm just going to toss it up here. And we're going to grab 2 more of our flying geese. So 2 more of our flying geese and just our white squares. And we're going to put 1 square on each side for both of them. So let's get that done. Okay, I'm just going to turn them around and I'm going to do the other side. So now we have a white on each side. So I'm going to go ahead and press that, and I'm going to press it towards the center, towards the flying geese. Just because it's white, and I don't want to take the chance that something will show through. So okay, so there's one. I have just a very small space right here with everything going on. Might have to move my boards. Okay. All right, so now we have that. So these are going to go on the top of this. So let's get those. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set these other ones aside so I can pull my ironing board out a little bit. Maybe I can set that there. Not sure y'all can see it, but all right. So we're going to take just one of these. I'm going to put it on the top. And I'm going to pin right where they're going to meet up. And they should nest pretty good, just because of the way I pressed. They should nest, meaning they should sit really, really kind of up against each other. Okay, I'm just going to put just one clip right here. Okay. Get close to my pin. I'm just going to slow down. Okay. Make sure everything's lining up the way it should. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Looking for it to line up right along there. Looks good. Looks good. Let's go ahead and press that, and then we'll do the other side. Again, I'm going to go ahead and pin it. That way I can ensure that, or at least make sure I'm close to where I want it to be lined up. I never used to pin, and I mean, when I first started quilting, I did. I pinned everything, and then clips came along, and then I clipped everything. And then I don't know if I got like overly comfortable but I started to not pin, and I found that my points they were getting a little out of control. They weren't going where I wanted them to go. So, all right. Okay. See how we did. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. Let's press it. All right. So there's the first part. So that's going to be our center. It's the center. So we're going to set this aside. I'm just going to put it on my machine. And then we're going to move to the other flying geese. Let's grab my board. Hello. It's my puppy dog. This is Jenks. He's probably got muddy feet, otherwise I'd let him give me hugs, but I suspect he's been outside. Okay, buddy. I'll give you cuddles here in just a minute, okay? Go on. Go on. No, you'll get cuddles later. You'll get cuddles later. Yeah, you'll get cuddles later. All right, you gotta go. You'll get cuddles later. You will. You'll get cuddles later. Cuddles later. All right, I wouldn't have to think so hard on. So we're gonna for the next color and the next pattern, because some of the pattern it differs from the first block. So, all right, so we're gonna use this fabric and our gingham, and we're gonna do some more flying geese, and then I'll mark it. I've thought about putting the 1/4 inch tape. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but most of you probably do. I think it's widely used with people who quilt and sew just in general. But I put it on here and it just doesn't stay. So I don't know what the secret is or secret sauce. I don't know. But it moves on me, and then it sticks to my fabric if a piece comes up. So I just stopped using it that way. So I just don't use it that way. I find it's just as easy for me to run a line. All right, I'm going to go trim these, and then excuse me, my nose is, and then we'll press them. So I'm going to, okay, let's go ahead and do the other side of our flying geese, because now we have this, so we're going to do the other side of our flying geese. Okay. I'm going to go trim them, and then we'll press them. All right, so now we have that for flying geese on all 4 of them. So I'm going to add a gingham on each end, just like we did with the white on the other. And we're going to add a piece of gingham on each side. Okay, I'm going to switch out my battery, and I'll be right back. So I'm going to sew 2 pieces of gingham on each side of my flying geese. All right, so this is the gingham. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another piece of gingham on the other side. All right, so now we've got gingham on each side. So I'm going to press each one of these, and then 2 of these will actually add a square of this color. But I'm going to get these pressed. So there we have those flying geese. So I'm going to take 2 of them, and I'm going to set the other ones aside. And I'm going to add this to each side. So at the ends, like this, I'll show you. So it's going to go like that. Okay? So I'm going to trim that up. We're going to turn these around, and we're going to add another one of these on the other end. I have a doodle. I have a doodle bumping my arm because he wants attention. Oh, now you're going to talk to me too? Oh my goodness, really? Can you just wait a minute, or do you need snuggles right this minute? Need snuggles right this minute? Really? You can't wait for snuggles? You can't? My goodness gracious. You just can't wait for snuggles, huh? Okay. You need snuggles. You gotta be nice to, oh, you're just gonna do that. Okay, that's good. Okay, so this is Jake's. This is my golden doodle, one of my golden doodle boys. And we also have his brother Cooper who will come in. He's more of a cream white color. But Jinx is a snuggler. Cooper is just curious. He just wants to come in and see what's going on, and then he leaves. Jinx, on the other hand, this one, he wants to snuggle all day long. And he still thinks he's a lap dog, even though he's like 62 pounds. Not a lap dog. But he does climb up in my lap sometimes. But he's very sweet. Very, very sweet. All right, buddy. All right. That's all I got for you right now. We'll snuggle later. Okay. Bye, baby. Bye, baby. He's going to force me to snuggle him. All right, we're going to press these because now I have this unit. So we're going to press those. Jinxie, honey, you got to move. Thank you. So I'm going to press these out. Okay. And then I'm going to press that one. All right, so we have 2 of those and 2 of the others. So we're going to take the ones without that additional fabric. So we're going to take this one. We're going to start with that one first. We're going to go back to our block that we've been working on. And we're going to, on each side, add one of these. So I'm going to pick what side I want to start with. And we're going to put this one just like that. And I'm going to turn it around because I've got points from this side and I've got the one there, but I can pin that one. So now I'm going to pin because I've got a point right in there. So I'm going to find that point. Just hold it there. All right, got it pinned. Let's go ahead and sew it. Let's see how we did. Awesome, we did good. Didn't take off any points. That's awesome. Make sure I sewed it the right direction. That would be bad of me, wouldn't it? If I sewed it the wrong direction. So center, and then, yep, I did. I'd be like, ooh, didn't sew it the right way. But I did. I got it. So now I'm going to do the opposite side. Opposite side. And now we're going to put this one on. Okay. And we're going to pin it. I'm going to turn it around because most of my points are on this side, so I'm going to turn it around so I can see where my points are. Awesome. It lines up good. Lines up good. And that looks good there. So I'm going to go ahead and press it. All right. So now we have a strip on each side. So we're going to do top and bottom now. And we're going to use the one that we added the additional block to. So we're going to add this one that has the additional block. Okay. So again, I'm going to marry them up. In a couple spots. Let's see how we did on that first one. Very nice. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and press this. Okay, so now we've got that top part. And I'll flip it around and we'll do this one. But just a minute, I'm getting a little warm with, it's almost like a jacket. So I'm gonna take that off just because it's getting a little on the warm side. I got so many lights and such in here. Getting a little warm. All right, so we're going to put that on top. And we're gonna pin. All right. Let's take a look. Awesome. I'm pleased. Okay, let's go ahead and press it. Looks good. Looks good. All right, so now we have that piece. Okay. I think we're getting down there. We're actually going to take, I'm glad I read back through it, because we're actually going to take this. We're going to do that first. We're going to make half square triangles first. So using this fabric, so we're going to cut this into half square triangles. So we're going to do this. Glad I stopped to read it. I had forgotten about this part, but we're going to put it together. And we draw a line down the center. But I'm going to sew. So I drew a line down the center, and I'm going to sew on each side 1/4 inch. Okay, now I'm going to take, I sewed one line on one side of the line, and now I got to go back through and sew on the other side of the line. Let me show you what I mean. So I sewed on this side, now I have to sew on this side of that red line. right, let's cut these apart. Okay. And I'm going to cut now right on the red line, which will give me 2 pieces. I'm going to do that. All right, go ahead and press these. And I'm going to press them to the dark side. Okay. All right, so I've got 4 units of each of those colors. And we're going to take, what are we going to do? We are going to take 1 of these, probably 2 of these, 2 of these, and we're going to take, just looking at my instructions, so we're going to take this one first on each. So we're going to put this one on first, and then we'll put this one on second. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one first, and they need to be pointing, away like that. They need to be pointing away. Can you all see that? Yeah, so if you look at the way this one is shaped here, it goes the same way. So let's get this on. Actually, before I do that, I am going to, because I noticed that, I'm going to take that out. I need to trim these down, so I'm going to take the time to trim these down because it'll be better. So I will be right back. I've gone ahead and squared each one of these up. And so we're going to start with this one. And again, we're going to make sure that the point's going the other way. Okay, we're going to grab another one, do the same thing. And we're going to sew it just like that. Let's take these off. Okay, I'm going to actually going to press that. Okay, trim that real quick. How that one's sitting. Just wanted to trim that one up a little bit. Looked a little wonky to me. So now we're going to add the same one on this side. And the points will be going out. So the points will go out that way. To the left. Get that sewn. I'm going to get some new ones of these. I'm going to toss those away. Okay, let's press these. All right, so now we have this unit. So what we're going to do is we're going to add one of these. We're going to make sure that on one side the point is going out. Okay, let's go ahead and press. Okay, so I've got 4 of each one of the units again. So now we need to make sure that those are, I'll bring my board over. So let's go ahead and trim them up. And I love my block lock. I don't know if you guys have ever used one of these, but it's got this groove in the center and a ridge on, so it's perfect for half square triangles. Like, it's absolutely perfect for half square triangles. Because I can butt it up against that seam and it just stays there for me. I love it. Just like that, there's one. Kind of wonky. I'm gonna take them over. You guys seen how I did the one? I'm gonna take the other one over to where I can lay it down a little bit flatter. All right, so now I've squared them all up, and what we're gonna do is the same thing we did before. So I'm going to take one of these, put it on each side. I'll do that first. Press that. Press both of those. Okay. So now we have that. We're going to put one more piece on each side of that. We're going to do these now. So let's grab one and make sure they're facing the right direction. So these are going to go on the sides. So let's grab our block that we're working on. And we will pick a side. I'm going to say this is my side. And we're going to add this. So I got 3 points on this side, so I'm going to sew it from this way. So now I'm going to go to the other side, and I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to put it on. See how this one, oh, what happened? All right, not sure what happened with my camera, but it like decided to shut down, so. But anyways, so let's go ahead and press this. Like, just hold out, camera, we only have a little bit left. So we've done the sides basically, because it'll be like this, and now I'm going to put on the top. But before I can put on the top one, which I'm going to toss this up over here, here are the other ones, and we have to add a white piece on each corner so it makes a corner. Yep. So we're going to take 2 of these and I'm going to add a white piece onto. So now we're going to get our big block again, and we've got the 2 sides done. So now we're going to do the top and the bottom. So we're going to put that up on top. looks good. All right, looks great. The points are coming out perfectly. All right, we are on the last row of our block, and I've got it already all pinned, so let's get it sewn. Let's take a look at our block. All right, so let me move the camera over. Give me just 1 second, folks. Let me just... see if that looks good right there. I think so. So there's our block. It's beautiful, beautiful yellows. Beautiful yellows. Just a reminder to everyone that the pattern is free. You can actually, I've got a link in the description that you can download this pattern. And this one is a kit, but you could use, this one could be used with any scraps or anything like that that you have. So it is beautiful. It is beautiful. Let's see if I can get it closer. So I've got the side. It's beautiful. It turned out great. So that would be 2 of our star blocks that we've got done. So I call them star blocks. It's really, I think it's supposed to represent maybe a sunflower. So, it's called the Sunflowers Quilt. So I think, again, this yellow and the fabric has just been absolutely beautiful. So we have 2 more to do this size, and you'll see them in the next 2 videos. So if you like this content and you're willing to help me grow my channel, feel free to subscribe. That actually helps me a great deal. And if you want to catch up with the other one, the first block that we did, that video's out, and I'll post that video. You'll find it in like one of the corners at the end of this video. And then, of course, if you want to be notified of the next ones coming up in the series, then hit the bell button, and that will help you be notified when I put up new content. So with that said, I think this one turned out just as beautiful as the first one we did. So the next one I think is going to be that peachy color, and I'll actually show you. Give me a minute. The next one is going to be that beautiful color. It's almost like a coral maybe, or salmon, but it is beautiful. So look forward to that one. So with that said, folks, have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next video.